MotoGP makes its way over the border from Austria and into Hungary. For the first time, we're racing at Balaton Park, and since 1992, we've failed to race here. Welcome to the Hungarian Grand Prix, where the championship is wild. Let's head down to the grid then and join Nat, who's talking with Yamaha.
I think we'll be a bit more cautious. First of all, luckily no one was involved, and also Fabio didn't get injured. Then for sure it's been a pity, because here is not at all easy to overtake, also for the others. And you know, if you gain, if you are in a good position at the beginning, I think you can maybe believe to maintain until the end of the race. Races are like this, so now let's see what we can put together this afternoon.
How would you say the Yamaha has reacted and behaved on, and the riders have adapted to this very unique circuit?
Honestly speaking, Friday morning I didn't really hear a bad comment. Probably the rumor were already started after the test we had with the testing team. The track is not wild, maybe how it should be for a MotoGP track, but overall I do believe that maybe it's not a good one for us because of this stop and go and this slow chicane. But otherwise, honestly, I didn't really hear complaining by the rider.
Have a good day today. Thanks, Mario.
Thank you.
Well, we've moved to the other side of the grid now, to the middle of the front, and that's Marco Bezzecchi. He did amazing things last time in Austria when he shouldn't have been able to do them at a stop-and-go track, but he seems to get that bike working. Not so good yesterday in the sprint, had some issues. What can he do today? Is he up for a podium, do you think?
Yeah, well, he keeps surprising us. We keep sort of like he keeps going under the radar just a bit, like he did in Austria. And on Friday they were nowhere. They were really struggling with rear grip, and then he as well. They started to build the weekend from far away, and they managed to put that Aprilia on the front row. So yeah, a great performance for Bezzecchi. I do think that the race is going to be extremely physical, and the starting position is so important. So you could get a surprise. Yesterday he got tangled up, you know, with all the mess, and I do think we might see that again for this race. Unfortunately, the riders know they have to take massive risks. Turn 1, turn 2. It's a weird setup as well, because the track is let's say it's very tight corners, but the track is quite wide. So you actually, as a rider, you'd feel that there is gaps, you feel that there is room. You go into it and the gaps all close suddenly, and this is what we've seen in World Superbikes, for example, with like a massive crash with 7 or 8 bikes.
And what about the racing line? I mean, how dirty or clean is that? Can you go off the racing line here, or is there too much dirt?
No, not so much. It's not very wide. Obviously we've had a couple of races now with Moto3, Moto2, but you could see that even the Moto2 riders, for example, when they overtake, they stay really, really close to the guy they're overtaking. They almost have to stuff him a little bit and push him out of the way, because that line, that clean line, is very narrow. So with MotoGP bikes, it just amplifies that. You essentially have overpowered bikes, you know, on this very tiny track. It's very difficult to use the power, very difficult to overtake and make a difference.
I mean, it's like they're on a go-karting track, really,
yeah,
isn't it? That would be the analogy. Yeah, let's find out what Frankie Morbidelli has got to say. Did really well yesterday.
Frankie, you said you take some confidence from yesterday into today. Where or how can you make a difference in this race?
That's a good question. I don't know, it's really difficult to overtake on this track. We're gonna have to try some moves. Let's see if it's gonna be possible.
What kind of race are you expecting?
Sorry, come again?
What kind of race are you expecting, and can we expect, do you think?
Well, a good one.
Let's hope so. Thanks, Frankie.
Frankie Morbidelli, he's not a man of many words, but he makes them count. I mean, it is extraordinary. We're at a track here where we're almost waiting for an incident in order for an overtake to happen, aren't we?
Yeah, well, Frankie is never shy with his moves, that's for sure. He's a bit shy to the mic, but when he's on the bike, he turns it to an absolute animal. So if there is a gap, you can be sure that he's going to go for it. But like you said, it's difficult to overtake, so we're going to see some mistakes. We're going to see people, you know, overshooting the chicanes maybe, and then crossing back, and that's because of the nature of the track, and also because the riders don't know and don't have a lot of experience racing on this track, so they don't quite know yet, you know, where the overtaking places are. Like I'm thinking turn 9 now, they would have watched obviously the other races, but on other tracks where they've been coming for years after years after years, for them it's almost automatic. You just think, yeah, I can overtake there, and you got your race plan sort of. You even know which rider is strong and where, so you know, you sort of like visualize everything. Here it's not the case at all because they've got very little experience.
Okay, let's hear from Aprilia boss Paolo Bonora and get their take on things.
Paolo, that incident yesterday at turn 1 really affected Marco's race, didn't it, in the end? You'll be hoping for a better start and for him to challenge today, won't you?
Yes, despite of the good start of yesterday, there was the corner 1 that is so difficult to take the correct line. He was lucky, to be honest, because he didn't crash with Quartararo. But despite of that event, he showed a very good race pace. So we hope that in the race, the longer distance, and probably with a different tire specification on the rear, he could manage the last part of the race and be in the front in the second part of the race.
You said yesterday you were pleased with Jorge's progress. He made up a lot of places yesterday in just what is his 3rd race back.
Yeah, to be honest, after the race, Jorge came into the garage and was very happy, very happy, because he felt very good with the bike. And the specific comment was, I was able to overtake everybody with so in an easy way, and this is something that for a rider is very important and show that he is in confidence with the bike.
Have a good day, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's hope for a good day for Aprilia and for KTM as well. We haven't mentioned Pedro Acosta, who goes from 7th just over our shoulder. Has he got something for a podium today?
He does. He's been strong since the start of the weekend here, and well, he's used to train. His main way of training is to ride a 600 or let's say another powered bikes on go-karting track. So that's what he does, and this is a little bit. It's similar to the exercise that they've got to do here. So yeah, Pedro's got a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a pause then now as we listen to the national anthem. The scene is well and truly set here. Marc Marquez, we've hardly mentioned him, in pole position, has had 13 undefeated starts, going for a 14th today. He just needs to get away.
Yeah, and he does normally. He's the best at starting, and since we've been here, he's just at the pace. Again, this morning at warm-up, he destroyed everybody with half a second on Aldeguer. That was P2. So yeah, he's got a race pace. he's got the rhythm. He normally gets really, really good off the line really well. So he's definitely the massive favourite.
Yeah, it's a real shame, actually, that one of the riders who's got the race pace to stay with him is Enea Bastianini, and he's got that double long lap penalty, as we explained earlier, for taking out Johan Zarco yesterday. And his boss, Hervé Poncherel, is not very happy about it.
I think Enea looked like he had the potential to challenge yesterday. Really good qualifying for him, but obviously we saw what happened, and it's going to make life difficult today, isn't it?
Yeah, you're turning the knife into the wound, you know. I had a white night, you know. I was really, really disappointed with what happened because he had a perfect start, you know, the best qualifying. We worked a lot on the launch control, and yesterday you could see that when at the end of the straight, he was P2 behind Marc. So it was the ideal scenario what we planned, and then of course he was, you know, he was the victim of Quartararo ambitious braking. Then the race was almost over, and he had a bit of a problem with the rear high device, and he couldn't brake properly, took Zarco out. And guess what, you know, we are the victim, the main victim of this, and we are the biggest penalized rider. So I'm not happy. I think this is honestly not fair. For sure, when you've got the rule, and you got to stick to the rule. But also, if we don't want to go to ChatGPT for deciding what's going on with the rule, you know, a judge is also somebody who has a heart, you know, and who has feelings and who understands what's going on. And I am not happy at all about that. But what can I do? Not a lot. And it's going to be very difficult because already a long lap is difficult on that track. You saw how much fast riders like Alex Marquez yesterday were struggling to pass riders. So a double long lap is almost mission impossible, but I say almost. So we will see. But there was a podium yesterday within our reach. Could have been today, and we will have no podium. So let's wait for Catalonia.
We hope you're smiling a little bit later. Thank you.
I'm still smiling, but you know, everybody has to understand how much effort, how much energy, how much of yourself you dedicate to each single race. And when your race is already over before it starts, for a reason like the one we know, you are frustrated. I am frustrated, but still smiling.
A difficult weekend, but thanks for talking to us, Hervé.
Thank you.
Well, that is the word of the weekend, frustrating. I think it seems to be coming from everywhere. Don't know what kind of race we're going to get, but at full distance we can find out the latest on the tyres. Michael has all the news.
Well, Susie, you mentioned how difficult it was to pass yesterday. Everyone went medium front, soft rear. It looked like that was going to be the destination today, but the temperature has crept up. We arrived on the grid. Everyone's going medium front. That's pretty settled. You want the stability from that, and it lasts over 26 laps. But the rear, it is a mixed bag out there. I think we might see half the grid on a medium rear, half the grid on a soft. I spoke to Frankie Carcetti, and he said he's probably going to roll the dice. 6 minutes to go, put a medium rear in. He knows that will give his rider something to fight with over the last laps. If you get the soft, you need to get out front and try and keep a little bit of tyre towards the end because they do drop off a little bit. So I do love a split decision when it comes to the tyre race, and it could pay off today.
And you may be wondering why we're doing our final scene set on the third row of the grid, but we're accepting that Marc Marquez in pole position is the man to beat, so we're looking for podium spots. And Pedro Acosta has got the race pace of Marc Marquez, and so has this man, Firmin Aldeguer, who is having such a fantastic time at the moment, second in warm-up this morning, and we know that he spends the whole weekend looking at his Sunday settings. So what can he do from the front row? Well, you might be thinking, how's he going to overtake? But don't forget, two of the riders ahead of him have got penalties, long lap penalties. So it's possible, let me walk ahead of you, that he might find a hole with a bit of patience and a good start to get through. What about the VR46 boys? They did so well yesterday. Franco Morbidelli, whoop, just bumping into the world feed there, and Fabio Di Gianantonio going from the front row here. Let's walk through to the front then. Fabio to the left and Marco Bezzecchi to the right, and we've learnt all about Aprilia and what they can do. Paolo Bonori there, just giving him a nice little cuddle before it starts. But it's all about the man in pole position. If this man gets away properly, what can the rest do? The Hungarian Grand Prix, it's all yours. Will it be Magnificent 7 for Marc Marquez?
1992 was the last time a motorcycle Premier Class race was held in Hungary. That was in the Hungaro ring. Now we come to an equally difficult circuit. For the first time, it's Grand Prix racing time for MotoGP at Balaton Park. Here's your starting grid then. Marc Marquez on pole position from Marco Bezzecchi and Fabio Di Giannantonio. Enea Bassini, Franco Morbidelli and Fabio Quartararo. Pedro Costa, Fermin Aldeguer, Luca Marini, Juan Mir, Paulo Espargaro, Brad Binder, Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Marquez, Raul Fernandez. Then taken in as well further back, we go in for Jorge Martin, Jack Miller, Jan Zarco, Miguel Oliveira, Alex Rins and I Agura. But I will just say, as Becca Birch alongside me in the coverage box, we head off on the formation lap. Enea Bastianini, revenge on France didn't work. He's got a long lap penalty coming through.
I think he'll want to get revenge on France again. I have a fun fact.
Go for it.
About England. Well, the UK.
Yes.
The British Empire officially stopped on the 1st of July 1997. And Nana's 60th birthday.
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's just typical, isn't it?
I found that so hilarious because I think that's when they signed something to say, yeah, it's officially done.
Tyre conditions, well, it's a mixed bag. Those on mediums, Marc Marquez, Fabio Quartararo, Marini, Mir, Bagnaia, Alex Marquez, Raul Fernandez, Jorge Martin, and Jack Miller, and Miguel Oliveira. Everybody else on software tyres, but everyone's on the medium front. It's a confusion at the back saying, well, how's this race actually going to work? 26 laps
Very
ahead of us.
complicatedly. Hold on, let's see how many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Now.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We've got to also remember that Fabio Di Giannantonio, who starts third on the grid, has a problem, and he's been told that his spare bike is ready for him to come into the pit lane. Marc Marquez could be crowned champion by the time we get out of Europe. So he's 152 points clear to Alex Marquez, who starts 14th on the grid. Marc is looking for his 7th Grand Prix in a row, and Di Giannantonio is coming into the pit lane. So Digi's bike is broken. He'll start from the pit lane, as that has now been confirmed by race control.
Pushes up Bastianini.
Yep, so that might help him on the long lap penalty to come into it. But yeah, so Marc Marquez looking for his 7th Grand Prix victory in a row after taking 7 sprint races in a row.
Oh, this will massively help Morbidelli, I think, because then he'll be able to just quickly go into the same spot as Antonio would have been.
Green flag at the back. We're all set for the first ever Hungarian Grand Prix at Balaton Park for MotoGP. Red lights on, revs rise, and pull the throttle back as we go racing. It's a good start coming up for Marco Bezzecchi. Can he have the inside line on Marc Marquez into turn 1? Yes, he can. Marc trails in late. Are we going to see anything like yesterday? Ooh. Well, there's a bit of bumping and balling. Somehow, Marco Bezzecchi gets the comeback at turn 2. Marc Marquez goes wide. Marc nearly went out of the race. Bezzecchi takes the lead of the race. And into second place goes Franco Morbidelli. And Luca Marini's trying to go around the outside.
Debris from midfield.
Fabulous start from Marco Bezzecchi. Marc's down to 3rd. Rins down into 19th. Digi started from the pit lane. Down into turn 6 we go. This is the crunch point. Are we going to see as Bastianini battling with Marini coming in there too? Bastianini gets ahead, Marini down to 5th, and Binder moving up, so's Martin. Quartararo down the order as well. He's into, Quartararo's on 5 places. He tried that same manoeuvre on the inside line at turn 1.
Martin into 9th.
Did yesterday as well, he just got out of it. Aldeguer, side by side with Bagnaia, gets forced down through the chicane. But look at the lead that Bezzecchi's got, and Marquez now in trouble. That's the first time Marc's lost out the lead.
Yeah, he's stuck in 3rd now. He's pushed right back down. Aldeguer goes into 7th, passing Bagnaia. And we're coming up to the section of the track which is most complicated.
There we go. We've got the into the field. How on earth did everybody miss Enea Bastianini there, who crashes out of the race and goes right in the centre of everybody, and literally there was Yes, yeah, that was unbelievable. Just completely parting the sea.
How
Moses just
did
went,
Acosta, Aldeguer and Marini not hit him?
I'm sorry, Marc Marquez as well. He was right there on the mix as well. Quartararo's got a long lap penalty for the contact he did on the opening lap down turn 1 as well. Bastianini's long lap penalty will have to carry on to the next race because he's crashed down.
I felt like my heart literally caught in my throat just then.
It was like, whoa, okay. Alex Marquez is down to 19th, Megan. Marquez has had a terrible start. Has he crashed out? He has!
Yes.
Alex Marquez, the man who's second in the World Championship, has crashed out at turn 1. And this race is going from bad to worse.
This is...
He just dropped on the mid-front.
Yeah. At least he didn't have anyone behind him. Oh, my. I still can't get... he's rejoined officially. I still can't get Bastianini. He's run out of my head.
What the hell? Why are we racing here? That could have been deaths.
That's the second of the weekend as well that
Yeah.
we've had someone literally almost get hit by it in this MotoGP alone.
It's literally the chicane. You crash and you bounce back onto the surface. That could have been several riders dead. Not even joking. I am so furious. I'm desperately trying not to swear. Why are we racing at this track when there's no protection?
Idea.
If Bastianini crashes, he went straight, it's right here, straight through the chicane, down at turn 12
Honestly,
and bounces back into the gravel area.
I think there should be a barrier there.
Yeah, there should be something, but then again, if you go off at high speed, you're out of it. This is it's unacceptable. We should never come back to this stupid circuit ever again. We got so lucky just then.
Yeah.
So lucky.
I think it was seeing what was going to happen. Hold on, here's a replay of the race start. We can see, Aldeguer got immediately cut off by, it looks like Marini, so he had quite a good one. Then Quartararo just seems to lose out from Marini.
Yeah, Marini cuts the door on him as well, but Quartararo tried that same move as yesterday, but thought better of it. Look at what Mark did. Look, that did what you spot. It came from Mark's end plate.
Oh, I thought I saw something fly off, and then further down, there was also something flying off again. I think that came from Binder.
Yeah, there you go. Look, there you go. Yeah, Binder's lost some places too, further back. Yeah, you're spot on, Megs.
Amazing start from Marini, though. Probably the best out of a lot of them.
Absolutely. Luca Marini with a storm up 3 places as well. Marco Bezzecchi got a great launch. He was able to drag with Mark down to turn 1. That's the Aprilia working well. And I hope Jorge Martin's keeping an eye on this one because this looks absolutely fantastic. This is going to be a crash-bang wallop, superb race, but it's dangerous. I don't know if that makes it fun or not.
Who was the final one who had to avoid Bastianini?
I couldn't quite tell because I haven't seen that replay yet. But
it was either Marini or Costa.
I think it was Oliveira, actually.
Oliveira?
That's just from memory. I haven't seen that actually come back on the circuit just yet.
I want to see that again because whoever that was, because I couldn't quite tell because I was too focused on Bastianini, amazing job at avoiding him.
Gravel on the circuit there at a delicate point. I don't like seeing that either.
Because he went out further so that he specifically would not hit him.
That's Jorge Martin up in 6th position. He's made up 10 places from where he started. The champion.
People keep falling.
He's getting his groove back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bezzecchi leads Morbidelli by 7/10 of a second at the moment as they come down towards turn number 1.
Wobble there for Morbidelli going up down the straight. A little bit concerned about that, but here we are looking at Bezzecchi as we were just talking about. The top 3 seem to be getting kind of separated now. I mean, there's about a 6, almost 7/10 gap between Bezzecchi and Morbidelli, and between the gap between Marquez, it's over a second now.
Unbelievable. Now, let's not forget that we've got Bezzecchi and Morbidelli on the front tyre medium, rear tyre soft, so they've got better traction at the corners. But are they going to last 23 more laps in the whole distance of 26? That could be the question. Just for a comparison of how crazy this is, Megan, look at the lap chart. Yellow sector 2, Ralph Fernandez, I think, has gone down. We'll come back up to the box cam and get back to the lap chart.
Mia and Raul,
2.
both of them.
Oh, hello. Now,
smoking.
Raul's up trying to get the bike restarted. Mia's also up trying to get his bike restarted, so they've come together. Quartararo now takes his long lap penalty on the outside loop down at turn 11 and gets it going again.
Someone else
No.
Oh,
it's taking the long lap penalty.
Oh, I was too focused just then on trying to calculate how many we've lost in full laps. 4.
Fernandez has rejoined the race. There he is now.
He was still figuring out what was happening. I'd love to see that. Oh, here we are. And it's...
Raul just drops it on his own.
And then I think Mia
Drops it on his own.
right next to him.
Synchronised crashing.
Well, that could have both gone wrong, but also was highly comical.
Yeah, okay. This track really is just showing us everything at Balaton Park.
Go ahead. I think Raul was looking behind there because it's like, did I take him off?
Yeah, did I hit you?
Or did you just lose it on your own? Same as I did. Is there oil there?
Could be. I wonder. Mia's repassed him though, so they've both got restarted in this race.
I can't tell.
Only Bastianini hasn't restarted from that crash, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's partly because of shock.
This is Marc Marquez trying to catch down Franco Morbidelli into the braking zone at turn 6.
His bike was fine, I think. I think it's mainly just shock from him.
I'm surprised they haven't come into the pit lane, Raul or Mia.
Well, given that Raul was smoking as well, it was either that or dust. It's like...
Hard to tell from the angle.
Yeah.
Marquez on the inside line and Morbidelli down at the 9-10 chicane and he's through. Threading the eye of the needle.
Someone's been talking too loud again.
Yeah, it's the same move. Exactly the same move. We saw that in the Moto2 and Moto3 race also earlier on today. So Marc now moves up into second position as well. The gap is 1.1 between Bezzecchi and Marc.
And that is Raul entering the pit lane.
That's day done for him then, isn't it?
I bet it was smoking. You just didn't realise.
Yeah, look, I think you're right. Is he going to go back out? If they can fix it, sure, take it, go. Mia pits too.
Mia, yeah.
Right, as I sort of don't want to go away from the coverage. Here it is again, look, there's that move, Megan.
Another angle. Okay, so we can see Morbidelli trying to get the cut back but immediately failing, and that just secures Marc actually getting through on him, so he really shouldn't have tried to get the cut back.
No. 1:37.994 for Marc Marquez. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far as Bezzecchi leads by 10 of a second. Miller's down, sector 1. Jack Miller has crashed out of the Hungarian Grand Prix, the first car. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Helicopter camera coming in handy there. There he is, pushing the Yamaha Pramac.
You should make a help sign, just be like, hello.
Raul Fernandez has come back in. He's been left the pit lane. Enter pit lane. He's back in again.
Has that just flashed up twice?
Yes, it has, yeah.
Miller has rejoined.
Why are we racing here? Look at the gravel on the track.
That's 5 now.
This is mad.
It's lap 6.
Mad. Yeah. It's just going to be a race of attrition here. Something tells me this might be the last Hungarian Grand Prix. A bit like how India had a contract then mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah. Something tells me Mia's not coming out of the pit lane.
If I was me, I'd stay out of it, yeah.
Honestly, if I crashed out, I wouldn't rejoin the race. I think Bastianini was right to not rejoin. Just like, I'm going to go in now and just good luck with that.
I love what the chat's saying right now as well. Let's have a look. Peter says, let's hope this match is 2 and 3 because we have some cracking Moto2, Moto3 endings. It might just do that actually with where Marc is to Bezzecchi. Hit me, Megan, if anything happens.
Oh, Bastianini has rejoined the race.
Oh, okay.
That's brave, given that you almost just died.
He is 5 laps down, and he has now restarted coming into it.
What is the point?
Anything really comes into it. This is him again. This is the accident mix.
We finally get to see who it was that successfully avoided.
No, we don't. They've cut back to live action.
No, go back! I want to know!
I want to know what happened in that accident, because all we saw was just cutting down in the infield section. Yeah, okay. Battle for third going on between Pedro Costa and Franco Morbidelli as Marco Bezzecchi and Marc Marquez is 2 tenths between them at the moment. There's gravel.
Anticipates.
Yeah, there's gravel all over the circuit. Where Mia and Fernandez came back on, there's gravel then, there's gravel further on at the exit at turn 7. There's gravel down at 9 and 10. Basically, this is the motocross Grand Prix as Acosta dive bombs the inside line of Morbidelli and gets through the chicane. That was a lovely move.
Ooh.
But can Morbidelli try and fight back? No, he can't.
Raul apparently has entered the pit late again. Okay, what is going on with the transponders?
I think Raul he's in the pits now, but I think Raul must have been in and out from where the pit box was.
Either that or their transponders have somehow
that too.
disconnected and flown off onto other people.
That too.
That'd be quite funny. I want to know why they cut off that Bastianini replay.
I want to know as well, actually. It's quite annoying.
Okay. It's either one of 2 reasons. It was accidental, or they've noticed something else in it,
Yeah.
and they want to have a further look before they release it to the public. So probably under investigation.
Marc Marquez is going to have a go here on the inside line down to turn 1, late on the brakes. It should be an easy move once again. The only man in the second half of the season who seems to be able to challenge Marc Marquez is Marco Bezzecchi, and he's gone right underneath him, coming around in turn 1, hugs the inside line at turn 2. Bezzecchi keeps the lead away from Marc Marquez. Marc can't get the traction out of 3, down towards turn 4. He'll try and loop around the outside. Marc's playing it fast and loose here. He's going to crash if he's not careful, because he's using every part of the track for his advantage. Down towards turn 5 and 6. Hard on the brakes comes in from Marc on the inside line. Bezzecchi knows he's there. Marc's going to run it in too deep. Can Bezzecchi get the undercut from him? Yes, he can. Built it out through. Another great move from Bezzecchi. This is amazing. Marco Bezzecchi in the second half of this season is going toe-to-toe dogfighting with Marc Marquez. If only Aprilia had the bike at the start of the year, what could this man have done?
This is unusual for Marc. Why is he going so early?
And why is Marc struggling to make the move stick as well? Is that medium compound tyre not the tyre to be on right now?
It's true, they're both from different tyre compounds.
It's a great race though.
Let's have a closer look at Marc, I think, because I want to know why he's so desperate to get in front.
Pace.
Yeah, but usually he would wait a while. He'd wait until at least lap 7 to start making these moves.
Confirmed, by the way, Bastianini's out, Mir is out, and Fernandez is out.
I thought it would be.
So they have now officially retired from this event.
If I see them entering the pit lane again, then I'll know that something is up. I think a move is about to try and be made again by Marc, but he might back out of it and wait a couple more turns. Yes.
Yeah, Marc does not go for him at turn number 1 as we expected him to. Lap 9 of 26, 18 laps to go of this Hungarian Grand Prix. We're only 8 laps in.
Oh my.
This is now lap 9. Take a breath, everybody. This is going to be a long one.
Why does this feel... Okay, first of all, I think there are too many laps in this one. Because it's 1 minute 30s.
Yeah, 1:40s, 1 minute 40, 1 minute 38, 4:29.
I'm sorry, but who thought 26 lap race? I mean, most of the other ones were about this time. We put as like 20 laps.
Yeah.
But you know what? This one, which we usually have with like 70-second laps, let's put this at the same amount of time as theirs are.
It's getting quite interesting, isn't it, as well as it comes through. Oh, looking on the inside line. Bezzecchi closes the door. Marc Marquez pulls the throttle. Bang, bang, bang.
And loses speed, weirdly.
He's not going to get the traction, is he?
Yeah, something tells me that he's better off starting off in the front and not losing anything at this circuit at the moment.
What's that you said earlier on? Another one bites the dust? It's going to be that traction zone, isn't it?
Bezzecchi. Okay. Look at the differences between Marc's time and Bezzecchi's times. It's like, his are all grey, whereas Bezzecchi is at least gaining time. There's only 2 people actually doing completely grey lap times. Actually, do you know what? Take that back. Marc's the only one doing completely grey lap times.
Oh, Marc is getting super close to the back of Bezzecchi. He almost ran into him there, coming out of turn 2. By the way,
he wishes he would.
No one's made an overtake in 3 laps.
Yeah, I don't know what's
7, 8,
going on.
9. Take a look at the lap chart. 7, 8, 9. No one's overtaken. In fact, even longer than... No, yeah.
Can we just appreciate how chaotic the first few laps were in the lap chart?
The lap chart goes absolutely cray-cray, and we're all expecting it to go yay-yay.
Marc looks to be wanting to make a move going around the next corner, but he just can't find it. Why can't he find any pace? I mean, I wouldn't make a move here, Marc.
Yeah, so no overtakes since lap 7. That's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Marc's getting closer to the back of Bezzecchi at the exit. Still can't find the way through. Into yet another chicane at this endless Balaton circuit. It's reminding me a bit of what we had when we raced here for World Superbikes. Top rack dominated, yes, but he had Bulliger right with him.
Yeah, just like constant companion.
2 weeks' time, and you're back for the World Superbikes at Manicure. I'll be with you for a couple of races, not all of them though.
How is this only lap 10?
Mark's got to have a run here down towards turn number 1. Bezecki's going to have to go defensive. Mark's going to have the inside line. Mark Marquez, can he take the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix? Yes, he can. He runs Bezecki out wide. Bezecki tries to get the undercut and swing round the outside again towards turn number 2. Mark's got the traction this time by. He's learned from his mistakes, and Mark Marquez now leads the Hungarian Grand Prix on lap 11.
Why did that look a lot more like Bezecki was letting him through?
Yeah, I think tyre pressures are starting to hit Bezecki now, and he now needs to just ease off
He
a
wants
bit.
someone else to take the lead for a while so he can just follow.
Cool the tyres down as well. Well, heat the tyres up. The tyre pressure in sensor must have been flashing there for Bezecki, because that did not look like the Bezecki. He just let Mark through. Yeah, let Mark through. I think, look, Davide Totse doesn't look very happy about that, does he? I think he knows the game plan here that Aprilia are trying to do, because Aprilia, we just saw them in the garage, they didn't look too worried.
No, they didn't. But what Aprilia have just done is make Mark work for quite a few laps on the tyres, meaning that they'll probably degrade faster. And now they've put
Mark's
him into
wide.
open air.
Mark's gone wide. He's had to pick up the apex mid-corner. Mark's had a terrible exit now. Coming out of turn 10. Well, this is not going to go well.
They're doing quite similar times as well. Actually, it's complicated, this, because every lap shows a different story for some reason.
It's all changing. But then again, we've had no overtakes on track. This is the first overtake we've had since lap 10. So it's lap 7. So finally, we have a new leader change in front.
If you watch, we've missed something at back, and there's been like 7.
Well, I don't think there have been. Look, they're coming through on the lap chart now.
Still status quo, which honestly is annoying me.
Mark's the only one at the front as everyone else comes across the line. There is Anea Bastianini.
He seems fine. I'd love to see the Well,
get it now. So he's gone with Mark. Front just dips away mid-corner. So there goes. So Mark, I think, nearly got taken out. Yep, nearly did.
he saw what was coming as well. Avoids.
There's a Costa, Aldeguer, Marini.
Who's that?
Marini.
Marini massively avoids him.
Watch Acosta. Because look, there's Marini there. Acosta avoiding too.
Yeah. Both of those had to just massively avoid them.
I think that is Bastian saying how angry he is on this circuit.
Yeah. Also, the fact that... Can you imagine the anger he must feel, the fact that he knows he almost just died?
Yeah.
Because they are making them race here.
I don't think we'll be racing here next season.
No, I don't want them to. It's too dangerous.
Unless we have modifications.
Yeah. Like that corner, it doesn't need to be that many turns.
Well, we don't need even to have the chicane. It's got an ulterior runoff where it can go flat out.
Yeah. So get rid of that.
Rejig the circuit. Simon Patterson just said you can feel the fear in this replay. You can. You really, really can.
Because you can see him looking. Wasn't his visor up as well?
Bagnaia!
What about him?
He's crashed!
Oh my god!
Bagnaia's out of the Grand Prix! No, hang on.
But it just told us that he was out. What is going on with transponders here?
It's a transponder. He's still in 8th.
Why did it stop halfway through Sector 4?
False alarm. I do apologise.
Kind of wish it wasn't a false alarm.
Well, you saw it the same as us on the transponder, and even on the TV tower, it just started dropping. I was like, well, we're not looking at him. Has he actually gone down?
This is why we need onboards. A lot of people are going far too wide at that corner.
I thought Bagnaia might have just dropped it. That would have been the perfect curtailment to his weekend.
Given where he is as well, it would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Right. At 13 of 26. 1 lap until halfway, which for some people, if you're thinking, well, 26 and 13, they divided by each other make 2, you have to add 1 lap.
There is Bagnaia, just to confirm that he is on the circuit. He's made a mistake, though, at turn 15. That's why we thought that Bagnaia had crashed. He's under braking, the rear steps out, and he's cut the corner. So the computer put it out as he had crashed because he'd gone off the circuit.
Okay.
But he just cut across the track.
That makes
So that's
sense.
what happened, yeah.
Their transponders are horrible.
Yeah, so we were correct to say that there was an error, and the timing screen was correct to say lost positions, but
He
he's
did
not
go
crashed.
off the track,
Yeah.
he just didn't go into the gravel.
Yeah, so there we go. He nearly could have lost more points to Bezzecchi in the championship because Bezzecchi's only 42 or 52 points behind Pecco. Let's have a quick look, shall we? As it stands right now, Bagnaia 229, Bezzecchi 201. The gap 28 points. Mark leading. Fourth, yellow. Megan. Aldeguer! Aldeguer's crashed.
His bike's gone down as well. Let's see a replay of this.
Where's he gone down? Turn 1? That's Alex. Well, that was a useless replay. Here we go, on
We've
entry.
got a replay of nothing.
Yeah, he's dropped it on entry. Is the World Feed Director okay today?
No.
Do they need a little... Oh, hello, look at this. This is a fast little battle. What's this? This is Bezzecchi in second and Acosta in third. And Acosta looks like he might have a little run here for a second place. Have you noticed how the second half of this year, after the summer, it's these three? Bagnaia, long lap penalty for shortcut. Bagnaia with a long lap penalty for a shortcut.
Yeah.
It's been Marquez, Bezzecchi and Acosta.
Yeah, it's always been them three going at it. For some reason, Bagnaia and Alex have just lost everything.
Yeah, they've gone.
Argo's rejoined. Oh, Bagnaia apparently has lost it again, but I think that's just a long lap penalty being taken.
I hope so.
Eva Vary is crashing out of protest.
Well, we haven't cut to him. There's nothing come up on the monitor to say that. So I think it is.
Whereabouts is the long lap penalty?
Turn 10. So
oh yeah, that was about the same point, so he's immediately gone and done it.
Yeah, so it must have flashed up and he gone, all right, I'll just take it now.
Yeah, just like, well, I'm at that point anyway, may as well get out of the way now.
Only lost 2 places as well, he's still in 9th place, so
yeah.
If it comes up with long lap complete, then we know he's done it.
He should have done it.
So far it's just come up with long lap penalty shortcut. Hasn't yet come up that it has changed.
Very odd.
On board with Acosta, running ahead to Bezzecchi. Marquez, by the way, has now pulled out 1.8 seconds. Ayagua gets ahead of Johan Zarco. As we head down towards turn 6, is Acosta going to go for a move from the inside line? I just thought about it.
Do you know, a weird thing happened to my pillow this morning.
Which one?
Do you know in the pillow casing?
Zarco's past Agura against, that's 12th black.
Do you know
Back.
Do you know the pillow casing, how I have 2 pillows in there?
Yeah.
Well, one of them somehow had folded in on itself, and I don't know where it folded to, but not like, oh, the pillow folded. Inside the pillow!
Well, Bagnaia's completed his long penalty. I wonder why you're so problematic with things like that. Look at your headset lead and how twisted it is.
Why does everything I own do that?
And look at this. I've had this situation and it's still perfectly smooth and nice. Same timeline, same day we started using our headsets, and yeah.
Mine has more obstacles.
Yeah.
It's on this side, but it goes here.
Oh, I could change it again.
No, I like it like this.
Oh, that's a mistake! Mistake from Bezzecchi coming out of turn 15 and 16, and that's put Acosta right in the back of him down towards turn number 1. Acosta's going to go for it in the slipstream. Down on the inside line, and Acosta late on the brakes. Can he take the inside line away? Yes, he can. Acosta takes second away from Bezzecchi.
Beautiful. Now go get the win.
2.7 seconds the gap, but Mark's on tyres that aren't suited. I think Acosta got held up a lot there by Bezzecchi in the last couple of laps, judging by this run.
Now he's set free.
Yeah. Run, free, you are free.
Let's look at how much he's already gained. 3 tenths.
And there's 11 laps to go. Mark's going to have to save tyre pressure as well. So Acosta can just run and run and run. That drone's been getting braver and braver all weekend long. We haven't even had any shots from that drone. I don't even know why they're not taking it. Why do it if they're not taking it?
I'm surprised it hasn't hit them in the face.
Right, this was the mistake from Bezzecchi. Just ran wide at 15 and 16 and into 17. Just let Acosta go for it.
Acosta literally looked to the side, just like, can I beat him right now?
There you go, look on the inside. Bang.
Woohoo, victory.
Acosta take turn 1 on the inside line. Repeats Marquez's
to beat
overtake.
Bezzecchi.
Yeah. Look at Mark leading on course for a 7th win. A 14th race win in a row. Marc Marquez is on for.
Well, if Acosta was
7 sprints and 7 Grand Prix. 7 in a row.
Weird thing.
But yet another victory for this season for Marc Marquez as well.
How many crashes have we had today? 1, Did she go down?
Yellow flag, sector 3.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh, is that Miller again?
I think it is.
It is. It's Miller again.
Yep, it is. It's Miller.
Miller's crashed again.
Does this man really want to go for how often he can crash in a... Okay, that was actually quite funny.
Just dragged him with him down to the gravel trap.
Do you know those scenes in like cowboy movies where the person is falling off a horse and...
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah.
Feels like the race should be ending right about now.
Yeah, it should.
Miller's rejoined.
He's going for crash number 3.
Why bother rejoining the race when your
I
bike's full of gravel? It just took... I agree with Simon Patterson on that rule. You shouldn't restart the race if you crashed.
If I'd crashed out, I'd just be like, okay, I can go eat now. I just have no motivation to win.
Martin on Martinator Moto, Sean. 11 places up. It's storming today.
Oh my goodness. The gap between Acosta and Bezzecchi now is a second and a tenth.
So Acosta's going for it. He's going to start the push to Mark. Gap 2.829 of a second at the moment.
10 laps left. And it's Acosta wants to win.
Miller's coming to the pit lane, so he's retired from the event. How many is that left us with now? 18? No, 17 running, because is Raoul still classified yet?
It's still saying he's moving.
Raoul's moving, but 6 laps down. And he's got 5 laps to catch up to Miller.
Why is he?
So Raoul...
Got 18 left.
Raoul will, I think, be classified? I don't know.
Wait, it says he's not classified, so I don't know why he's out there. I want to see that he's out there, actually. Raoul.
Looking on this one, it's he's not on the board.
He's not on the board. Why is he being shown to be out there? I wish we could have on boards for each of them, because why is he being shown as moving?
Raoul is officially not classified in this event.
And yet, apparently, he's on the bike.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mark replay. Technically, we only have 17 left. Even though it's you can see 18.
Raoul's running P15 on the timing screen, but he's showing us just started lap 10 next. So he's here, and he's here. So
I'm going to keep an eye, see if the next lap he actually moves in place.
yeah, so if we take a look at the lap chart, Raoul is the last, he's just moved to lap 11. So Raoul's the only one on lap 11 though. So he's still circulating.
What is the point?
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
He's not even going that fast.
Yeah, well, tight progressions. Look at Bagnaia on the back of Paul Espargaro. Wonderful job from Paul Espargaro, I think we should point out. This is brilliant from him. You said earlier, give him the ride, and I agree.
It's like he'd be perfect for it.
Just, he should never have gone.
Yeah.
I know he was injured a couple of years ago in that horrific season opener at Portimao.
But he could come back. He's fully healed.
Performing amazingly.
Yeah. I generally think he needed a break.
It's like Danny Pedrosa. He finished third in the sprint race and was like, well, why are you not racing?
Yeah.
Why? You've got the talent still, Danny.
But just leaves it.
I did miss Danny Pedrosa, I've got to admit. Jorge Lorenzo as well. Lorenzo's been racing in Porsche Super Cup.
Raoul's into the pits.
Yeah, he knows he can't catch it, so that's Raoul should be out of the race now.
70. Anyone else want to crash out? Not you, Acosta.
Please, Acosta, don't do anything silly, says Tig. Yeah. Mark Mode rode 7 double wins in a row. 14 in total. Out of 14 rounds.
Is this Acosta gaining time or Bezzecchi losing it?
Bit from column A, bit from column B. Because the gaps just remain consistent at 2.8.
Yeah. Either that or Mark sees the gap and wants to make it 2.8 always.
Well, Acosta's just in the fastest third sector time of anybody. If we take a look on the monitor, look, it's a 2:07. So it's 27.29.
Long lap penalty altogether. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, so Acosta last time by 1:38.240. marked 0.2 of a second faster than him on the previous run, so it's not actually changing as much as we thought it would do. Altogether, though, you just said about that penalty, fastest Sector 2 of anybody, 22.750.
I think we know how he got caused that penalty.
Battle for 8th place between Bagnaia and Polaspargo, still on our timing monitor, still on our pictures as well in front of us here in the commentary box. Trying to find a way through. Stewards have put shortcut turn 15 for Aldeguer.
Yeah, that's how he's got such a fast time.
Yeah, I look at Sector 3, 27.093.
Has he done it again?
Must have.
It's like, if I've already got one, I may as well just go for another. I'm last anyway.
Massimo Rivoli apparently has called this track a bit Mickey Mouse on the World Feed interviews.
I can see it.
I can see it. I think the safest accent we can do is right now is that we just get out of here and everyone's safe.
Yeah.
I think that's the safest bet that everybody wants right now.
Just like, well, this wasn't fun. Let's go.
Yeah. Moto E rider injured. Near deaths in all classes.
Yeah, when you have...
Cameraman nearly got killed.
Yeah. That's it.
Twice.
Twice?
Same cameraman.
I'm surprised he hasn't quit his job.
He's been given a bonus.
Sorry, we almost hit you with a bike twice bonus. It better be the cost of a bike twice over.
It was a Costa's bike as well.
Again?
No, it was a
MotoGP
bike.
Honestly.
6 to go.
When a track even becomes dangerous for people not willingly taking part in that danger of the riders, and it's starting to affect people who are filming, or even, heaven forbid, the fans if they were, or photographers that are there, completed on that penalty for Aldeguer, because I've seen parts of this track, and there's no fencing at some of the areas which are so dangerous, and people can just stand there.
Yeah, we've seen it this weekend.
It's too dangerous to be on.
Martin's been given a track limits warning, just to confirm.
Both for the riders and for the people just being there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't come back here. But they'll say, oh, also attendance, just 80,000.
Yellow.
Zarco.
Yeah, the French, yet again, having a bad time here.
Yeah, and Zarco is out of the Hungarian Grand Prix. He's crashed out.
Rins wasn't anywhere near here.
Oh,
he's out.
8.
Wait, where's Rins?
It says rider's okay. Yeah, he is.
His bike's not okay.
Bike's in a huge accident. That's
Are we sure he's okay?
Turn 8's where that cameraman is, so he's about to have yet another attack mode today.
Can they stop going near the cameraman?
Mid corner. Oh, that's a fast accident. My goodness me.
Ooh. I bet somehow Zarco must have seasickness from how much he glided along those gravels.
5 laps to go. That was a really fast crash for Jan Zarco.
Yeah.
Deep gravel traps here. That's the only thing this place has got going for it. It does slow you down quite quickly in a safe manner as well.
Well, that's quite shocking to the body.
Yeah. Well, it slows you down gradually. It sort of stinks you along.
I know, but he looked hunched over then. Just like, that took it out of me.
At least he's okay and walking away. That's the best thing.
Yeah. So, 16 left. Did Martin just...
Morbidelli and
he better have
Martin side by side in towards the braking zone. Martin on the inside gets ahead of Franco Morbidelli. Morbidelli's trying to come back at him.
Thought we lost another.
And Martin does get ahead into 4th place. Yeah, because the yellow flag was out at the same time. I think what was going on.
I was just like, are we sure this is okay?
Every time that timing tower moves this weekend, I'm just getting a little bit more nervous.
Yeah. Martin has the fastest sector 2, however, and yellow flag still out. That'd be because there's so much debris.
Yeah. Sadly, I think that's going to be the case, isn't it, throughout this weekend? We're just going to have that advantage, really. It's either going to be good or bad, and no one's going to be able to tell us anywhere difference between it.
Bad. That's my opinion.
You're very much of that opinion, aren't you?
Yeah, this is just... When it endangers that many people, it's bad. I mean, look right there.
I know.
That's quite a fast corner, and yet there's people there as well.
Just a free openwards.
It's like, I get some of them are marshal points, but some of those aren't. and they're at really fast corners, and you never know which direction a bike is going to go.
No grandstand covers here either for the fans. So I've mentioned that on Saturday, or Friday, I think, didn't I?
It's just dangerous. I feel like this feels like the 80s.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like the 80s level of safety.
And they've just upgraded the Hungaro ring. I think the Hungaro ring would be safer to race at than Balaton Park, wouldn't it?
Definitely would be.
And they've got a whole bush of going.
Given how much has happened this year and how protective they have all gotten over the safety regulations, they sure have laxed it here.
This is a karting track, though.
I was thinking that a few laps ago, do you know what, this will be perfect for karting?
It's too narrow for motorcycles.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to be able to race. What's next? We're going to race at Cadwell Park, which have got the British Superbikes on this weekend.
That would be nerve-wracking.
Oh, I would go. It'd be easy for us because it's our home event. We could literally just go 20 minutes down the road, bang to Cadwell Park. Hello.
I mean, it's only like 10-15 minutes more than Inningham.
Yeah, I love to do that. Ralph Fernandez officially has been retired and put down behind Zarco and Miller in the standings.
Good.
So they've reorganised that at the bottom of the timing tower.
We only need one more out, and then 15, everyone gets points. Kind of makes me want someone to go out, but also I'm scared about if someone goes out.
It is this type of weekend, not luck. So imagine next year on Game & Grand Prix we'll be racing at the Mintimos though, yeah. Mini Motos we'll be racing on, yeah. Oh, the Mini Motos bike. Well, to be fair, that's probably the easiest one to go around on. To race it at Mini Motos.
That corner's such a slow corner.
Just worried about a red flag. 3 laps to go before we can get out of here safe. Come on, boys. Don't disappoint us now. Mark's going to win yet another event, though. Bagnaia can't even catch pole. No, Bagnaia is 6/10 behind him at the moment and still struggling. But Marini is attacking Morbidelli for 5th place.
His times are like 200
Oh, hello. Who
slower.
was that running out too deep? Who's behind Marini's? Binder. Binder running deep.
He is. We'll see in a second. Fastest man on track, though, weirdly, is out to go, and he's in last. Stay out of everyone's way.
Overtake, overtake, overtake! Run off wide!
That is Morbidelli.
Marini tried to go on the inside line, forces out Morbidelli, and that's just how narrow the track is. Neither of them did anything wrong there.
He'll have a long lap penalty now.
Yeah.
That corner right there does not need to be there.
I don't think that was either. That was not Marini or Morbidelli's fault.
No.
At all.
No, there wasn't enough space for both.
No. PlayStation.
Oh.
2 to go. Sorry, money's got an account to pay the PlayStation account. We pay half.
Yeah.
Are you going to play Hogwarts?
Soon.
We're running out of holiday time.
I might need to take breaks during non-holiday time.
Oh, Morbidelli has now been told to drop a position. No, I don't think that's fair. That's the wrong call from the stewards. It was a racing incident. Actually, I would love to know what TNT say.
No. Binder's there as well. Shortcut turn 9. Been told to drop a position.
Let's see how
he may well take it to the flag.
Let's see how he deals with this. Frankie he's quite famous for making some big mistakes in these situations.
He may well.
That's true. That's true. I love how immediately Neil Hodgson said, no, it's the wrong call. It is the wrong call. This is the wrong call.
Oh, right height device.
Oh, no. Well, we've had a couple of failures this weekend for that.
Oh, look, you saw him look behind as well.
No, he's letting Marini through.
Yeah, but he also had right height device failure. And again.
Got stuck a little bit of exit, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he would be fine. I think he would have reset it to allow Marini through and not let Binder through.
Marini's had it as well.
Yeah.
The same.
No, would have both just adjusted. I do hate the right height devices. Everyone hates the right height devices. But we're okay now. We're back into the running.
They put so much risk into those devices.
This is the last lap at Balaton Park for MotoGP.
I feel like that shepherd's pie. I want to eat it now.
Food and hungry.
finish is midday.
Still going side by side. And there we go, Bagnaia has jumped him. Bagnaia gets out ahead and does jump Pol Espargaro.
Well, at least we know that the person who's actually in this does have the capability of passing someone else.
Still, Marc Marquez is going to be on for victory, number 72 in MotoGP, and he's 98th overall, and it'll be his 7th double up. Another Grand Slam coming through.
Pol has retaken his place in front of Bagnaia.
This is going to be the master. 175 points clear, he will be. Still trying to hold it through together. Marc Marquez will come out of the last corner to try and take victory. He's going to have the acceleration shortly. Into the last two corners, then he'll be up towards the line. Well, he's won it so many times before, but this one again is going to mean something different. It's 14 races running, 7th heaven. Marc Marquez wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. I don't know what to say. Nothing can stop him. He is just absolutely dominant. Acosta finishes in second.
Good for Acosta.
It's third coming through as well on the board for Marco Bezzecchi once more, Megan.
Michelin though.
And yeah, well, ironic that the Michelin man waves the flag. It is sponsored by Michelin, this event. Marquez wins, Acosta second, Bezzecchi third, Martin fourth, Marini in fifth, sixth for Morbidelli, Binder, Pol, Bagnaia and Quartararo the top 10. Let's head down to TNT.
Martin was brilliant. Acosta was brilliant. Marini's been great. There's your winner.
Yeah, and
he's your rider of the race.
And he's laughing in his helmet. It will be.
His brother was 14th today. He picks up just 2 World Championship points.
And you know what Marquez is like? He'll come in and say to Gigi, did you see my last lap? He will. To which Davide Torrance will be going, yeah, don't do that again.
What happened here on the last lap? Down into turn 5. Oh, got it wrong. And that allows us Spargaro to come through. So Pecco crossed the line in 9th place.
Like, you look at that. So Pecco's last lap, he's in the 39s. I know he's gone wide, but imagine he's in the 39s. And the bike looking like that.
The gap 175 now between Marc and his brother Alex. As we said, it needs to be 222 after the Italian San Marino round. On Italian soil, of course, but it's a San Marino Rimini Riviera Grand Prix. But we've got Barcelona up next. There's Jorge Martin, best result with Aprilia, 4th place.
Yeah, I think Martin, best result with Aprilia. That's something special, Megs. Look at him, he's celebrating like a win. He's 4th place. Martin is back.
Yeah, I agree.
Great result for Aprilia today.
It is. And why?
Marquez is going to the Marquez Grandstand, that's here. He's already had one.
True.
Don't fall over now, Mark, whatever you do.
Woohoo!
7 Grand Prix race victories in a row for Marc Marquez. 14 races running with the Tissot sprints as well. There is just no stopping this man.
We should start calling Marquez Grandstand for Red soon.
Yeah.
Because that's just a secret.
Pedro Costa in second, another second. How long before he gets a race win?
Soon.
The love hearts emojis going through as well. And that's Javier as well, who he crashed into a few days ago. He's stopped and waved to him to make sure he's okay. It gives him a love heart.
Honestly, I think that cameraman's just moving famous now.
They did meet. Well, Megs, we'll let you go. What do you make of the Hungarian Grand Prix?
Let's never race here again. It was fun, but let's never race here again. Unless you make serious changes and increase the safety.
I'm with you on that. Let's head back then to TNT as we get ready to go.
Hey, we've had a good day of race action.
Yeah, 3 good races. We've never lacked so much motivation coming into a racetrack like we did this morning. It's true to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
After witnessing the sprint race, we're thinking, what are we going to get today? But we've had 3 really good races. Yes, the result's the same. Marc Marquez has won.
There've been so many stories, haven't there? This is one.
Yeah.
Jorge Martin. You see that the rupture, the divorce that looked imminent, those relationships have been repaired. This is his girlfriend Maria, his dad Angel.
Oh, I'm so chuffed for him.
Yeah.
Oh, we've said it so many times. The paddock is better with the world champion in it. Jorge Martin's a winner. He's not here to make up the numbers.
Yeah, he's definitely not here to make friends.
And he will, if he can, at any opportunity, he'll try and serve it to Marc. But he just needs to build some confidence and build some feeling.
Marc Marquez comes back to Parc Ferme, to the acclaim of his team. 10 doubles for the year. Thailand, Argentina, Qatar, Aragon, Italy, the Netherlands, Germany, the Czech Republic, Austria, and now Hungary. 7 in a row where he's taken sprint and Grand Prix victory. Pedro Acosta, that's his second podium only. I had to double check my notes there. Only the second podium, isn't it, of his season? Best result of the season.
Yeah, and especially after the mistake yesterday, to bounce back, literally, that is very impressive.
But another one who's here to win.
Yeah, exactly. He's another one who's not happy with, I know obviously celebrating his podium there, but do you know what I mean? He's here to win races, and if he can build some feeling, momentum, some confidence, he will serve it to Marc, given any opportunity.
Pedro moves up to 5th in the championship, ahead of Frankie Morbidelli. Bezzecchi, of course, in turn, closes in on his pal Bagnaia for 3rd in the championship. Now 31 points separate Bagnaia and Bezzecchi. Luca Marini's best result for Honda in 5th. Lots of feel-good stories today, Neil.
Yeah, really good, really good. I'm pleased with Paul Espargaro finishing inside the top 10.
Yeah, ahead of Becco. Brad Binder starting to find a little bit of direction. OK, he's 8 seconds behind Acosta, but was languishing down the order on the starting grid. Again, Brad missed out on Q2 with an identical lap time to Fabio Di Gianantonio, who made it through that Q1 into Q2. Paul smiles again for Marc Marquez.
Wonder if they regret signing him.
Hungarian fans have been treated here.
Yeah, I thought there'd be some marks on that bike. That was on the opening lap. He almost went down. Watch this, we're going to get poked in by Marc here. Stabbed in the back. Oh, close that.
He rode into the curve there. He just basically, but Bezzecchi was going slower than he expected.
Yeah.
To take evasive action, he's tried to ride onto the curve.
He was trying to square him off, wasn't he? Cut underneath him, but there was no room.
Right, let's hear from the rider in 3rd today. Another lot of laps led for Bez, and another podium.
Congratulations. The run continues, the momentum continues. 3rd in the World Championship draws closer. Just talk us through how you felt in the race and that first lap contact with Marc. It looks as though you lost some aero. How much of an impact did that have?
Well, I don't know, honestly. I think that was a fantastic race. I did my best. I gave everything I had because, to be honest, my pace was not enough the whole weekend. I needed the extra grip from the soft in braking, so I risked with the soft, but for us, maybe it was better the medium, but I didn't know if my speed could be the same or not, so I tried with the soft. I had to resist, but yeah, very happy overall with the result. Another good weekend. Thanks to the boys in the box and also the boys at home. And I want to dedicate this third place to a dear friend of mine, Elios Campione. Buon compleanno.
Well done, great round.
Thank you, thank you.
That for Marco Bezzecchi is his 4th podium in 5 races, his 5th of the season, and 3 consecutive podiums for the first time in the Premier class. You can see the damage to Marc Marquez's top right wing. One of those, it was just so tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
That first and second sectors.
It's just racing, isn't it?
But that meant that we got a race.
We got a good race. Yeah, if Mark had got the whole shot, that would have been a long race. But he had to work it out, he had to figure it out. It wasn't easy.
We want our champions to be challenged, don't we?
Absolutely.
At the moment, well, recently it hasn't been having too much, but even in Austria, Bezzecchi made it hard for him. Bezzecchi made it hard for him again today. Here's Pedro.
Today from the 3rd row of the grid, but wow, your pace was phenomenal. Just how happy are you to be back onto the podium once again?
I mean, super nice. The weekend started quite okay on Friday, but then was becoming difficult, you know. But anyway, the team managed in a really nice way to bring me a new complete bike to really improve what we made yesterday in the sprint race. I just want to thank every of them because yesterday they was working until 2 a.m. in the morning to just bring 2 completely new bikes for this. I'm super proud of them. Also, I want to thank Carmelo Morales that was around here. That yesterday we was have a hard conversation, let's say, about my mistakes and how I was managing the emotion, let's say. And let's say today looks like I listened to him yesterday for this. I mean, I want to thank all KTM or Red Bull, him, also Danny that is watching from the TV, and all the guys that are trying to make the KTM project even better.
Brilliant ride, well done.
Thank you.
Carmelo Morales is a former Spanish rider. He's a bit of a mentor for Pedro. Remy Gardner as well. There's a few of them who he's helped out. He was excellent. Where he got impatient yesterday, learned his lesson today, and that's all you ask, isn't it, of your riders under your tutelage?
Yep, that's exactly what he did. And he had to be patient, and he had to wait.
Found the right moment.
Yeah, and it's got him 2nd in that race.
Equals his course, his best result in MotoGP. Not be far away that he'll be standing in this man's position, I'm sure. But yet again, Marc Marquez, when he got through, didn't look back.
Mark, huge congratulations. That's the magnificent 7 in a row, but how close was it to disaster on that opening lap? Huge contract between yourself and Marco, and after that, I guess the tactics changed.
Yeah, on that first corner, when I saw that Marco was inside, just I released the brakes and go wide because I don't want to have any issue in that first corner. But then in the second one, I expect that he will do more corner speed, and in fact he kept the first gear, and I touched him behind. Luckily for both of us, I was able to save the crash, and he just continued his way. But from that point, the race changed a bit. I was pushing that first laps, but then when I saw that the soft rear tire started to drop, I was with the medium. I started to attack, and yeah, I had a super good, super nice rhythm. I was flowing on the track, so super happy.
Another brilliant win. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's be very honest about that. That wasn't what we were expecting, and we're delighted.
I know, absolutely brilliant. I think we might go a bit hormonal with Neil last night, and then this morning we're just really moody, weren't we? And we're going, nah, this is not good. This is going to be a rubbish race.
I've told you about being hormonal before.
Neil especially. It's terrible, isn't it? Anyway,
well,
three good races.
Yeah, we did have a Grand Prix. We did have a bit of a miserable sprint yesterday, in fairness, and we tarred the track.
The sprints are really good, to be honest, as well. The sprints are not normally as good as the Grand Prix, and but yet we got a better race than expected, which is great.
And we've actually had a brilliant day because Moto3, the final laps of Moto3 and Moto2 were sensational, and a decent race in MotoGP. Michael, let's go back to the beginning when the Bez was awesome off the line.
Such a good jump. Mark didn't really get off the line as well as he typically does. The run down to turn one. I like how Bezzecchi just releases the brake, and Mark tries to bite him off a little bit. Turn one, he goes slightly wide. It gives Bezzecchi the opportunity to turn inside him. Then, as Mark said, in turn two, I think Bezzecchi did keep the first gear just to continue turning tighter. Mark tried to square it in under, hoped that Bezzecchi was going to go wide or maybe right through him. I'm not exactly sure what was going on in his head at that point. But the collision with his rear wheel picked him up, and then that caused him a little bit of work to do, but he immediately responded, and he was back up the inside of Luca Marini into turn four. So it didn't upset Mark's first set of corners too much, but it gave him some work to do in those early laps.
Yeah, it did, and obviously he went for that medium tyre. Would that have bared some...
Some weight, yes.
Yeah, some weight there, because obviously the soft was easier to start with.
Yeah, of course, and that was probably one of the reasons why the other riders went for the soft, because they then can activate the tyre a little bit quicker. They can attack in the first corners, and yeah, probably the wise choice was the medium rear, which Mark took. But then in the first laps, he had to sort of like take his time a little bit, and obviously that incident gave us a better race because you then had Mark with the medium. Needed to take his time a little bit. His pace, I mean, was phenomenal, and he proved that. I mean, we'll look back, and that last lap, for example, that was like, yeah.
This is what I can do.
Made a point.
Yeah, we get it. Let's have a look at that battle with Bez and Mark then, when there was that little tap, wasn't there?
Yeah, I loved Bezzecchi's fight. Once again this weekend, he doesn't go down easily with Mark. He's got very good initial straight line braking, and then he releases the brakelets, goes Mark into going wide, and then straight away cuts it back. The Aprilia sharp turn him back in under him, and at this point it was allowing Pedro Acosta to catch up. This is another look at it up the inside a little bit later this time, but Bezzecchi able to square it on the direction change 5 into 6. And yeah, this is where he finally gets it done. So he gets a better drive, gets alongside, not cleanly past. Bezzecchi releases the brake. They both go slightly wide. I thought Bezzecchi was going to be able to maybe squirt back and lean over the top of Mark, but from there, Mark was never headed. So it took a few dress rehearsals, but third time he got it done, and it was level in Bezzecchi. But the Aprilia's looks so much better in the straight line braking phase. That initial bit, it's like the Aprilia doesn't stop up so much, 6th back to 5th, back to 4th, and then it makes it hard for Mark to get alongside. But then that deceleration phase quite evenly matched.
Yeah, and he talked about maybe they should have gone with the medium tyre, but he felt better with the soft tyre. It's just one of those, isn't it? And obviously with a new track. What about Pedro Acosta today? Really interesting interview. That he did very self-reflective on being frustrated yesterday. Did it all right today?
Yeah, he put it all right, and it's all clicking back together for KTM and for Pedro Acosta. That was a good comeback, you know, from far away on the third row of the grid, and he was able to. This is like your classic, really beautiful and technical overtaking. You know, you line your man up, you just control your front brake, and you just basically you give him no chance to do a cutback or to come back at you. And Acosta was on the money today. Great race rhythm. He showed that on Friday. It was really interesting. I thought the fact that he said basically he's admitting that in the start of season he's had some issue and he probably made some comments and within the team or was a bit shouty maybe, or a little bit
hormonal.
Yeah, a little bit hormonal, a little bit fiery, and we can understand that. We all have our moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's it.
He wanted things to move faster than they were moving, really, didn't he? Yeah. Just about Enea Bastianini as well, with the racing gods on our side here around this track, because I think we all had our hearts in our mouths at that point, didn't we, at that moment?
It's always the worry with the chicane. You lose the front on the left, slides directly through the path, but the wherewithal of all the riders around Pedro Acosta, they all just checked up and no contact, and got off quite light. But I think he started the race frustrated, knowing that the double long lap penalty was going to ruin his day. Hervé Ponceral was angry, so obviously Enea was angry, and that's the discussion that goes on going into the race, and he just went out there, laid it all on the line and tipped off straight away. Lap
yeah,
one.
It was a real shame, wasn't it? And don't know if we've had the rider of the race yet. Jorge Martin, absolutely sensational though, from 16th to 4th place. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season and seeing what Jorge can do. But for now, let's go to the podium and celebrate winner and the podium sitters today.
Bibendum looked very striking there, didn't he? Standing to attention as first of all the team and now Marco Bezzecchi step up onto the podium here at Balaton Park. Third place for the Aprilia man, strings together 3 podiums in MotoGP for the very first time. Crucially, does it on Aprilia. It's good to see that with the concessions, the lighter concessions that Aprilia and KTM have, still making inroads into Ducati. Next Ducati after Marc Marquez was Frankie Morbidelli in 6th place. It's just this man at the moment making the difference. As he steps up there for his 7th double in a row. So we'll get our first trophy handed out to Ducati. In terms of the championship, not far away now from clinching the Constructors' Championship. Just, I think they can win it by the end of Barcelona, Ducati. 3 different manufacturers on the podium though here today, which is great news for all of us. Just as we had back in the Czech Republic. It's Aprilia third this time. Holding that one close, isn't he, Bez? Piero Taramassa getting to hand over the trophy. For second place today, Pedro Costas equalled his best result in MotoGP. It's only his 3rd second that he had. He had one last year in Indonesia and in the USA, and now here in Hungary. But Marc Marquez has made it 7 wins in a row, 10 doubles for the season, 14 race victories in a row when we include the sprints. The richest vein of form that he's had, echoing, he said, those scenes of 2014 and 2019, and just like then, he can enjoy the Spanish national anthem around this new venue.
The MotoGP champagne time erupts. What a weekend here at Balaton Park. Was it good? Was it bad? 50-50. Certainly not a track for MotoGP, but we've had some interesting and good races at the end. 2 weeks' time, we'll be in Catalonia. Let's see what we can deliver there. But Marc Marquez, 7 in a row, wipeout. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.